This is Zachary Morphus, class number EDFD 5043, with Dr. Jeff Longing at the University of Arkansas at Monticello. For my first example of how technology could benefit a PE classroom, I chose to show a daily objective created in Microsoft Excel. Using a grid-like pattern to form a schedule, we could lay out for the class an approximate time for each part of the routine for the daily schedule. For an example, providing 5 minutes to change clothes before and after class, a thought that may be overlooked if a schedule wasn't made beforehand. This overall gives the student a better understanding of what might be happening during each day so that they can pattern out a plan for themselves instead of just following orders as they're received. This slide pictures a chart used to better understand lifting weights during a PE class. In column A, you have numbers 1 through 200 in increments of 10. These numbers represent a max weight the student is able to lift. Along row 1 at the top, you have percentages. Finding a corresponding number, for an example, 40% of 130 pounds is 52 pounds. Students would use this chart to find the amount of weight they would have to lift for any given workout. To better explain this concept, I've laid out a daily workout example. Starting with bench press, the student would do 10 reps at 50% of their max. After a break, they would do 8 reps at 60%, followed by 6 reps at 70%, 4 reps at 80%, and finally 2 reps at 90%. They would also do shoulder shrugs, 3 sets of 20 at 80% of the max weight that they're able to shrug, and 3 sets of 15 at 50% of the max weight that they're able to curl. Given that most students aren't good enough at math off the top of their head to figure out what 6 reps at 70% of their bench press max might mean, let's say that their max bench press is 180 pounds. They would simply go to row 10 on the chart, 180 pounds, move to the right until they get to column H, 70%, and see that 126 pounds is 70% of their max on bench press. This example could be easily translated to any number, max weight, and any percentage number that they might need to complete the daily. Moving on from Microsoft Excel's use in the classroom, my next example of technology, the metronome, is a device that creates monotone, rhythmic clicking noises in order to keep time or pace during a certain performance. The given performance being PE, a good application could be stretching or routine set exercises done in groups at the beginning of a class. Stretching is an integral part of a PE class. Every day, students come in. After changing into their clothes, the first thing they'll do is stretch. It becomes a routine. However, the routine is only as routine as it's made to be. If students are allowed to go through the motions with no higher organization, most likely the picture on the left is how the average PE class looks during stretch time. In order to increase flexibility and cut down on the risk of injury during PE class, Stretching needs to be done properly, as shown on the right. However, on the right, you notice that the class has an instructor present in the front. The metronome provides a way for the teacher to walk around and give students that need help one-on-one attention while the students stay on task and in rhythm. For my third and final example of how technology can be used to improve a PE classroom, video tutorials. The specific link leads to a 5-minute video of Michael Jordan going through the motions of his free throw shot with step-by-step explanations of the mechanics he uses in order to succeed. However, this concept could be used in any sport with any performance within that sport. The accessibility we have today with YouTube, almost every moment in a sports game has been broken down into bits and pieces. I believe you could use these videos along with videos of the students in the class to do a side-by-side comparison and attempt to improve the mechanics of the students, giving them first-hand experience of what they should look like when performing. CCSS ELA Literacy RST 9-10.7 reads, translate quantitative or technical information expressed in words in a text into visual form, example a table or chart, and translate information expressed visually or mathematically, example is an equation, into words. I believe this goal has been achieved through the Microsoft Excel spreadsheets. The max weightlifting chart used a grid-like table or chart to take numbers and break them down to exemplify the words used in the assigned weightlifting for the day. And CCS ELA Literacy RST 9-10.3 reads, follow precisely a complex multi-step procedure when carrying out experiments, taking measurements, or performing technical tasks, attending to special cases or exceptions defined in the text. I believe that the metronome and standardized timing during calisthenics before a workout is a great example of this Common Core standard. After further researching how technology could improve a student's physical education and my performance as a teacher in a PE classroom, I found 2 links, the first of which explains that all students do not have an opportunity to use technology, and that the use of technology in a PE classroom could further benefit them because of this fact. Not only would it help their physical education, but their overall education, due to the fact that the only time they have accessibility to technology is at school, and we as teachers would be hindering them if we did not provide a form of technological education in every classroom throughout the day. And my second link was one promoting physical activity in today's youth. Honestly, technology incorporation is not the problem in today's society. All students seem to understand technology for the most part. It's actually the physical half of the PE class that would be harder to get across to most students. This website provides some examples of how that might be accomplished. One of which says using accelerometers or heart rate monitors might create motivation in students who do not care so much about their physical appearance but are intrigued by their physical well-being. Another mentions online gaming or internet-based physical activity such as P90X or Tae Bo. Because most students are interested in technology, the technology could be used to spark an interest in their physical health or well-being.